Peace, we're back. Street 16 Podcast. Mike Barclift, Key Crawford, Jeff McCOY, Marco Valencia. Marco and Jeff had a sort of bleep measuring contest on the conference call about who's the best card player. And so we're going to come up with a friendly wager because we're going to play spades at our weekly social, and we'll have a 2-on-2 team. But I want ideas for a wager, all right? Something that can hurt, but something that's doable. So don't ask Marco for $12,000, all right? He's not going to get that till he gets his inheritance. So any ideas for a friendly wager? Think about that as we go into 2019 plans. 2019 plans. One of my plans for 2019 is that I'm gonna train martial arts. That's what I want to do.
That's dope.
Yeah. So if y'all see me with a bruise, don't worry, the boy is good. 2019 plans. Anybody who wants to go next?
Plans for 19?
Yes.
I just want to grow. I just want to be great. I've been trying to be great for 2 years now.
Yo, that is not specific enough for radio.
What do I want to do? You know what? Nah, I want to. I'm trying to join the MSC. I think that'd be dope.
What is that?
The Merchant Seaman.
That's right.
And if I don't do that, I want to see the world. I think that's I want to travel next year and go and see some things and soak some things in.
Where's the last trip you took?
Take out some culture. Last trip I took was
vacation.
I went to Massachusetts.
Right, I was going to say, you spoke about going to Vermont one time.
Went to Mass. Nah, it was so we went to Mass for a wedding, and then we went to somebody's Cape somebody, but it was this highly affluent homosexual town. It was fun as hell. Like, we had a dope time. We went whale watching, but like the town in itself was just, it was fabulous. Like, you know what I mean?
What's whale watching?
Whale watching, like we went on a boat and watched like whales swim.
Oh,
past.
WHALE.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, whale watching.
Got you.
Whale watching. We watched a bunch of people lie about their damn self.
Right, he's whaling.
He's whaling.
Marco always accuses people of whaling, by the way. Tell me if you think anyone whales on this podcast. Just jump in and say that, all right? 2019, anybody else? Key?
I think I want to I need to work on being more sure. And what I mean by that, I've got a lot of things that I'm doubtful about right now or nervous about in my upcoming future, and I want to kind of move with a sense of surety in my purpose for this upcoming year.
Surety is good. Do you have any idea for a good wager between these two gentlemen for the loser?
Yeah, I think that they should be given like maybe 3 or 4 pauses that they can give on the other person no matter when they talking, since they both talk so much. So if one of them is in the middle of talking, no matter what they're talking about, they get to pause that person for like 2 minutes or whatever.
I would never get to say like that. I think that's dope.
I want something more invasive.
But think about it.
Okay,
well, one of them, it's not just about
punitive.
tangents. But like, let's say like he's literally talking about something that he thinks is dope.
Okay.
He could be a dick about it because he knows he's enjoying what he's talking about and be like, pause.
But how would you know if that's not Marco just being a Tuesday?
But then he gets to use it when Marco's going on that tangent that he's passionate about, that's annoying everybody. He gets to pause them. And they get like 4 of them.
You know what? I like that.
That's not severe enough.
But he likes it. He likes it, so it's gonna be what you want.
I think collectively we should pick an organization, and whoever loses the spades battle has to polar plunge this year.
What?
Polar plunge at the beginning.
Oh, Lord.
That's right.
Polar plunge?
Yeah.
Meaning strip down
Yes.
And
You know
jump
they
in the
they
ocean.
do it at the
and
end.
jump into cold water.
In early March, I think it is.
I don't like that.
So why don't you pick this?
Because Marco's an old man
right,
that's been in the
they
hospital
both said they
twice.
liked one thing
Cold
and
water's
you
good
didn't
for you.
and you didn't like
yeah.
it, and then they picked something else and you didn't like it, so you might as well pick it since you seem to be in control of what's gonna
I'm
happen.
not in control.
We just gave 2 suggestions. One of them they both agreed on,
Uh-huh.
and you disregarded it. And then he gave something else, and you said you don't like it.
Nah.
So you should pick, because you really don't want. You want us to say something that you want to agree with, like you want to hear your words out of our mouths.
Well, I want.
Tell us what you want us to say.
I want to break that. She's
I know.
She's
I know.
assessing the surety.
Well, okay. Let me see. I want something.
You know what, though?
Hold on. Let me answer her, Marco. Okay. All right, please. This is why we never get stuff done around here. But I want something that we can have on camera. You know what I mean?
We can record the polar plunge.
We can.
Absolutely.
I want something that is embarrassing, you know, and I want something that's a little bit difficult and
The polar
challenging.
plunge is all of those things.
Yeah, but Marco's old and sickly, and I know I'm usually the guy that don't care about it. I just want radio. But I do actually, I guess now you see, I do actually love this guy.
What if he actually loses?
Hold on, pause. That just means that Mike knows that Marco don't want the smoke with me.
I think Marco's going to win. I actually think Marco's going to win.
Because you're so adamant on protecting him from this polar plunge. I feel like you just gave him gas him up.
You gonna be there? All right, Keith, you gonna be there? You gonna be the doctor?
Yes.
If Marco heart stops, you're gonna give mouth to mouth.
Absolutely.
All right. Look in camera one. Today is who has a notary. Ask Miss Linda Carrington if she could send a notary in here. All right. Listen, you my friend, man. Y'all want to do the polar plunge for the loser?
I don't. You can whatever. I'm down for
No,
whatever.
back I just took all the smoke from Key, and now I'm saying yes, and now you back
Yeah, no, let's do it. I'm saying I'm game for whatever.
I'll do it because you know what? It would be good publicity. And we can put it on camera.
You better not die. I swear to God, Marco.
Hold on, though. And my little skinny ass in a bathing suit running out
do
to the
this shit for you too.
All right. Well, look. I want to ask Marco about Uncle Herman. All right, y'all know on the podcast, speaking of wailing, you know, some of y'all might have thought Marco was wailing. Hey, when I do this, that means open your phone, all right? Take a cue, please. All right, thank you. Pardon me, guys. Marco always talked about his uncle that was rich and owned MacArthur Mall back when the Indians had Manhattan and all that stuff. Tell me about Uncle. See, I met Uncle Herman.
You know about this? Yeah, his uncle used to own the property that where MacArthur Mall sits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So like you gonna be rich one day?
No. He used to, and one day, and we was talking about our responsibility to, if we blow up and become rich or successful, our responsibility to our family members. And you was like, yo, I'm gonna get them nice Christmas gifts, but and he was saying that his uncle provided jobs for the entire family. And, you sort of, made a joke like, well, see, that's why you can't always do that with family, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't always work out the way it's supposed to be, all right? But, Uncle Herman, shout out to Uncle Herman. That's my dude. I love him, and he loves us, and he supports the podcast. But you just did what? Tell me what you did in the car. This should come from you, and then if you want me to read it, I can read it. Set it up, please.
Oh, it's set up right here. Because the reason why, what I was going to do, because, I have this, I don't know if y'all heard it last time I had the experiment when Kelly was here and I was shouting out names. But the point is, I was just going to drop on you Herman Edward Valentine. Because the names that I'm going to read off to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I felt like that was somebody important also, even though he's my uncle. That's why I don't want to read it, because that's bragging.
Marco has a
But I was just doing
to
it.
grandstand, and he is gracefully bowing out.
How interesting is that?
Has to not boast.
Growth. Okay.
You call that
I
growth?
call it growth.
Yeah. Okay.
What happened?
No, I'm just wondering. I was just leaving it there to see if anyone wants to speak,
Go ahead and read, man.
All right. It says Herman Edward Valentine, telecommunications company executive. Valentine Herman Edward was born June 26, 1937, Norfolk, Virginia. Education, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Norfolk State College, 1967. Postgraduate, American University, 1968. Graduate student, College William and Mary. Career assistant business manager, Graduate School Department Agriculture, executive officer, Graduate School Department of Agriculture, business manager, Norfolk State College chairman, president Systems Management American Corporation, chairman Century Capital Holders Incorporated, board directors People United to Save Humanity, International Trade Bureau, Cooperating Hampton Roads Organization for Minorities and Engineering, Operation Smile, member Advisory Council, Virginia Stage Company, member Armed Forces Communication. Where's the part where you said he met with the presidents? I mean, obviously he's a
resume's
I
long.
got those pictures.
Oh, you have the photos.
Yeah.
All right. And part of the reason why you brought this up was because Marco seems to think that people think that he has sort of no class. Like you think that everybody thinks you just the hood nigga from the Sanford and Son backyard, and you got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And won't you speak, man? This was your segment and your idea. I know you on some humble shit, but I'm running out of words, man. It's time for me to talk to you.
I mean, what we talked about this last week. I mean, I've made plenty of accomplishments, but I don't like to brag about anything I've done. You know what I'm saying? It's more about my family have done good things. You know what I'm saying? My friends have done great things. Like I love talking about you. I got a friend that wrote a book. How many niggas you know wrote a book? You know what I'm saying? Key, I talk about you. Look, you know the female on my podcast? You know what I'm saying? She's going to school to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? And Jeff, you know, he's doing great things. He's moving on. Even though you left the service industry, you know what? Where am I find my bartender's favorite bartender?
I'll guess. You want me to come? You want me to come get your night, Liddy? I'm all for it.
Marco, what was one of your greatest accomplishments that you think people might not know about? Or what is something you like to share with the people that you think people just don't know about you?
Well, I mean, we all know I played sports, right? And you've seen the clippings of me in the newspaper, you know, about playing sports. But my greatest accomplishment, I would say, and it has to deal with sports, you know what I'm saying, is playing on a soccer team. Not only do we win every damn thing, but they let us go out of the country. Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia, was sponsoring our team, all expenses paid, to send us out of the country just to play soccer.
That's dope.
Was this
You
the
know what I'm
team?
saying?
This the team where you was one of two brothers on the whole team?
Yeah.
dope.
Me and Greg Wise.
That's right, and you posted that on
on Facebook.
Right.
And we the only two black people, and then
If I could just pass this around and let me know if it's too short notice. Anybody else got something they would love to share with the audience that they think is something that people might not know about them?
Marco's a history buff.
everybody should know
He's
that.
a big history buff. Outside of the fact that his, historical prowess on religion has led him to be
Oh Lord.
a 3% evangelical Christian Church of the Holy Mother Mary. The only brother I know that's a Catholic, a Muslim, and a Southern Baptist all at the same time.
Don't
I'm not
forget-
giving a fuck.
Don't forget
Also,
And not giving
Also,
yeah, all 5%, and also while being a whole hedonist simultaneously. But nah, I think
I'm complicated. That's all it is.
I think Marco's love for history is a very unique quality because I hated history growing up. I still don't like it today, but I think that was off the strength that I was not taught the history I wanted to learn. So
Right. Key?
Neither was I, but I had to go find it. You know what I'm saying?
What's something about Marco that people don't know?
Or something about yourself.
Well, he just-
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep it with Marco since Jeff did a Marco thing. Actually, Marco is a lot sweeter than he tries to
Oh Lord.
pass off. If he knows something's going on, Marco has hit me up several times on some stuff like, hey, I want to know if you're okay. I heard this was going on or whatever else. So Mr. I don't give a fuck really does sometimes.
Let me piggyback off that. Cause Key,
This is being recorded. Don't tell nobody.
I will tell you this, and me being the grumpy old man, and I have to sometimes manage my things because I could be off. And one of the things that I deal with as a black man is driving. And when I'm driving, I don't like no nothing. Don't do anything with the, you know. And you know, I complain about Marco blowing my horn at the girl, but one thing that Marco does is every time we stop at one of these intersections, he's, yo, pull up, roll the window down, because he want to give the homeless person $1. It's like it's compulsive with him. He can't control himself. And if I'm like, yo, Marco, I'm not doing that, he turns out the window and looks the other way. Like, I can't look at him unless you letting me stop to give him $1. You know, that's this guy. And that annoys the fuck out of me, man. That makes me the bad guy. Shout out to the homeless.
Then it just stop every time that you know that that's his thing.
You are now listening to the Street 16 podcast.